Don't buy a house in India before you watch this video, where we will dive into this aspiration and see what is driving home ownership in the country. So, you want to buy a house someday. It's a great vision to have for your future. But have you ever wondered why, despite inflation and stagnating income, owning a home is still one of the top aspirations in India? According to the latest Aspiration Index report from Bank-Bazaar, owning a house is the third most important aspiration for Indians. The growing demand for housing is driving a surge in the need for home loans, a trend that is no longer limited to just Tier 1 cities but has extended to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities as well. While higher property prices and rising interest rates may have somewhat dampened buyer sentiment, the continued increase in home loans and property sales tell a different story about Indian real estate market. Post-pandemic, the demand for homes has remained strong, with many people seeking larger, more personal spaces, contributing to this ongoing growth. In the first quarter of 2024 to 25, the All India House Price Index saw a year-on-year increase of 3.3%, marking a slight slowdown from the 4.1% growth in the previous quarter and 5.1% in the same period last year. The HPI reflects the changes in residential property prices, tracking fluctuations from a specific reference point. Data from the Reserve Bank of India reveals that in Q4 2022 to 23, the All India HPI experienced an increase by 4.6% year-on-year. During this period, house sales grew by 21.6% and new property launches continued to rise, highlighting the strong demand from both end users and investors. Of course, you want to beat this inflationary pressure. So how can you still make your dream of owning a home a reality despite the rising costs? Take advantage of housing loans. Despite rising interest rates, the demand for housing loans are on the upswing. If you are considering buying property, securing a loan while interest rates are relatively lower could help you lock in a favorable rate. Moreover, property sales continue to grow, indicating strong market confidence, which can be leveraged by potential homeowners and investors. Invest in real estate. With house prices increasing, as seen in the 3.3% growth in the HPI index for Q1 2024 to 25, investing in property can act as a hedge against inflation. Long-term property investments tend to appreciate in value, offering protection against rising costs. Focus on long-term growth. Property prices have been on the rise, with the All India HPI increasing by 4.6% in Q4 2022 to 23. This sustained upward trend suggests that real estate can outperform inflation in the long term. By purchasing property in high-demand areas, particularly in the emerging Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, you may benefit from substantial value growth as these regions continue to develop. Diversify investments. While real estate is a solid option, it is crucial to diversify your investments across different asset classes like stocks, bonds, and commodities. A balanced portfolio can help offset the effects of inflation, as some assets might outperform in times of price increases, such as gold or equity investments. Monitor market trends. The Indian real estate market has shown resilience, with new property launches and strong sales numbers indicating continued demand. Keeping an eye on the market trends can help you make informed decisions about when to buy or sell, ensuring you take advantage of favorable market conditions while avoiding inflated prices. Despite inflation and stagnation of income, why does owning a home remain a top aspiration for Indians? Data consistently shows that home ownership continues to be a significant goal. This enduring aspiration persists even amidst economic challenges, highlighting the deep-rooted value placed on owning property in India. Real estate as a safe investment. Despite rising costs and inflation, real estate is considered a safe and stable long-term investment in India. Property values tend to appreciate over time, and owning property is seen as a way to protect wealth from inflation. For many Indians, investing in property is viewed as a better option than leaving money in savings accounts or stocks, which may be subject to volatility. Rising rental costs. With escalating rental prices, especially in urban areas, owning a home is often seen as a more cost-effective long-term solution. Rent can take up a significant portion of one's monthly income, and owning property can provide financial relief in the form of avoiding high rental expenses. This makes home ownership an attractive goal despite other financial pressures. Access to better financing options. With the availability of home loans and the rise of low interest rates, at least until recently, many people feel that owning a home is more achievable than ever before. Despite high inflation, affordable home loans make home ownership accessible for a larger section of the population, especially for first-time buyers. Desire for stability in an uncertain economy. In times of economic uncertainty over stagnation, many people prefer tangible assets like property over financial investments that are affected by market fluctuations. A home provides stability and a sense of permanence, making it a desirable option even when income growth is slow. But let's focus on you now. How can you be sure that you are ready to own a home? When you have the cash ready. Having about 30% of the cash for a down payment indicates financial readiness for home ownership. This amount allows you to borrow the rest. The out-of-pocket cost can either be upfront or staggered depending on the situation. When you are eligible for a home loan. A credit score above 750 coupled with stable income and a long work history makes you an attractive borrower to lenders and qualifies you for lower interest rates. Ideally, aim for a score of 800 before you apply for a home loan. When you're ready to commit long term. Committing to home ownership means you are prepared to invest both financially and emotionally in a property, rather than treating it as a short-term investment. The financial math typically works in your favor over the long term. When you have identified your options. When you have researched the housing market in your desired location and ensured it aligns with your lifestyle and financial goals, it means you are ready to own your home. It is hard to find the perfect option, but your goal should be to find something that's good enough. When the property is legal, make sure that the property you're considering has the necessary legal clearances, clear titles, and is not involved in any disputes. Engage a property lawyer to verify the papers. While this is an additional cost, it provides peace of mind. Now, let's take an example to understand the cost of owning a home. Here's a breakdown of what to expect when purchasing a property. You can pause the video here to take a look at this table. When purchasing a house, the total cost goes well beyond just the base price of the property. As you can see in this table, the base price covers the construction and land value, but additional expenses can quickly add up. GST is charged at varying rates, and amenities such as parking, water, and electricity contribute further to the cost. Maintenance and sinking funds are also necessary to ensure the property remains in good condition over time. Registration and stamp duty can vary significantly from state to state and can add substantial amount to the overall cost. Furnishing the home based on personal preferences is another expense that buyers need to factor in. On top of that, assorted costs like brokerage fees, loan processing fees, and moving expenses should be considered. Altogether, these costs mean that the final price of a home loan can end up being significantly higher than the base price, often reaching around Rs 125 for every Rs 100 of the base price. The table you just saw illustrates that while the base price of a property is the starting point, the true cost of buying a home includes various additional charges that buyers need to plan for. Now let's look at saving. To save for your home purchase, set a budget, cut unnecessary expenses, and invest consistently in a high-interest savings account or mutual fund. Let's look into saving in the short term first. Now, most people rely on a home loan to cover the majority of the costs. Typically, a loan will cover about 75 to 90% of the base price, the GST, and amenities like parking and water. But here's the thing. There are still big expenses that won't be covered by the loan. Costs like registration, stamp duty, and furnishing can make up about 35 to 50% of the total cost. And these usually come out of your pocket. So you will need to save up for that extra portion. One smart way to save is by using a fixed deposit or a recurring deposit with a commercial bank or even a post office. Both options are safe and you will earn moderate returns. Plus, they are easy to liquidate when you need the money. If you want to take it a step further, you could also look into AAA rated company deposits which can offer decent returns too. Just make sure that you understand the lock-in periods and any pre-closure penalties before you commit. A AAA rated company is a company that has been given the highest possible credit rating by a credit rating agency. This rating indicates that the company is in a strong financial position and has a low risk of default. If you are looking for something a little more dynamic, consider a liquid mutual fund. These funds invest in short-term money market instruments like overnight funds and liquid funds, and they are low risk, making them perfect for short-term savings. Unlike equity funds, which can be volatile, these offer a safer bet for your savings. However, keep in mind that while they can offer better returns than fixed deposits, they don't guarantee. But if you're comfortable with a bit of risk, liquid mutual funds could be a great choice. Now let's talk about long-term saving strategies. Here's how you can plan for your home purchase over an extended period. When it comes to saving for a home loan in the long term, the amount you need depends largely on your stage in life. The closer you are to retirement, the shorter your loan tenure will likely be. As an older buyer, you might have accumulated some savings, meaning your upfront payment could be much higher than the typical 35 to 50%. To meet this goal, long-term investment options are ideal. A home loan can still cover the remaining amount depending on your eligibility, but you will need to plan ahead for the larger upfront costs. Equity can play a crucial role here, especially in long-term savings. Historically, equity investments have delivered high returns over extended periods, making them a great choice for goals like retirement planning. If you're not planning to buy a home right away, consider including equity in your investment mix to maximize your returns. However, as you get closer to your home buying target, it is a good idea to gradually shift towards debt investment to protect your capital. Your Provident Fund can also be a valuable asset in this journey. While it is primarily designed for retirement savings, the Employees Provident Fund allows eligible subscribers to withdraw up to 90% of their savings for the purchase or construction of a home. This can provide a significant boost to your home buying fund. But it's important to ensure that withdrawing from your Provident Fund does not jeopardize your retirement goals in the long run. Balancing both needs is a key to a secure financial future. To secure the best loan terms for buying a house, focus on improving your credit score and shop around for competitive interest rates. A strong financial profile can help you negotiate favorable conditions. When it comes to securing a home loan, several factors can help you get the best interest rates. Salaried borrowers, for example, often enjoy lower interest rates compared to their self-employed counterparts, as lenders see them as more stable in terms of income. Another key factor is your credit score. If your credit score is 750 and above, you're already on the right track, but aiming for a score above 800 can really unlock the lowest rates available. In fact, the better your credit score, the more likely you are to qualify for competitive loan terms. For women, there's often an added advantage with many lenders offering additional discounts on interest rates, sometimes as much as 5 to 10 basis points. This can make a significant difference over the course of the loan. Employees in government or large corporations also find themselves in a favorable position as their job stability often results in preferential job rates. Alongside this, smaller loans or loans with a lower loan-to-value ratio tend to come with lower rates as they pose less risk to the lender. If you are purchasing a premium property from a well-known builder, the financing process may be smoother and you could be offered better loan terms. Additionally, being an existing customer of the lender, especially if you have a salary account with them, can also work in your favor, often resulting in lower interest rates. Finally, when it comes to the type of loan, banks typically offer repo-linked loan at cheaper rates compared to loans from non-banking financial companies, making it worth your while to explore different lending options. In conclusion, leveraging home loans, making long-term investments, and understanding associated costs can help you navigate the challenges of home ownership. Proper financial planning and market awareness is key to securing a stable and affordable property. If you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.